Welcome back, everyone. I'm absolutely thrilled you're tuning into this explainer today because, well, we're tackling something incredibly powerful. We're going to unlock the exact secret to dominating local search for plumbing businesses. And honestly, the best part, we'll show you how to do it without lifting a single finger. Seriously, we're talking about taking your review collection from, a tedious daily chore and transforming it into a totally seamless, automated asset.
So think about this. What actually separates the busiest plumber in town, the one who's booked out weeks in advance, from the guy who's just sitting around waiting and hoping for the phone to ring? Well, actually, it's not always about who has the better wrench skills. Nope, it's about who owns the local digital real estate. Today, we're going to reveal the exact system that drives massive inbound calls for you, and it does it completely on autopilot.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here's our roadmap for today. First up, we'll look at the local search battlefield. Then, we'll cover the manual follow-up trap, move into the 100% automated workflow, and finally wrap up with securing the #1 spot. Let's just get right to it.
All right, Section 1, the local search battlefield, or where customers actually find you.
In the modern service industry, plumbing battles just aren't fought in the yellow pages anymore. They're won and lost right here on the local map pack. I mean, think about it. When a pipe bursts at 2 in the morning or a water heater literally floods a basement, customers are not doing deep, nuanced research. They're panicking. They're pulling out their phones, searching for a local plumber, and looking for immediate, undeniable social proof. We're talking about crazy metrics here, like 4.8 stars across an incredible 837 reviews, complete with that coveted #1 customer choice badge. When a stressed-out homeowner sees a profile boasting over 800 glowing reviews, boom, the search is instantly over. That badge isn't just some nice little decoration. It's a beacon of absolute trust in a really competitive market.
Now, when we break the numbers down like this, we can clearly see the true visual hierarchy that a customer is navigating. Look at this. You're sitting right at the top with 4.8 stars and 837 reviews. Competitor 1? Well, they're putting up a decent fight with 4.5 stars and 568 reviews. But competitor 2 is just lagging way, way behind at 4.1 stars and only 137 reviews. The absolutely crucial takeaway here is that this hierarchy directly translates to sheer market advantage. When a customer is desperately searching for a plumber, they are definitely not calling the guy with 137 reviews. No way. They call the undisputed heavy hitter. That sheer review volume, it creates an insurmountable moat around your business. Moving on to Section 2, the manual follow-up trap, and why begging for reviews just flat out fails.
Let's be real for a second. If you try to collect all these reviews by hand, you are going to completely exhaust yourself. Trying to remember to ask every single customer for a review, begging them to leave 5 stars, and manually sending links at the end of a long, physically demanding day, that is a literal recipe for burnout. It just doesn't scale. Let's contrast this frustrating old way with the seamless new way. The competitor's way relies entirely on human memory. You have to remember to ask, send manual texts after dinner, and inevitably, you just get ignored because, well, the customer's crisis is already solved. It's a high-stress, super low-volume approach. But the automated way, it's 100% hands-free. It's immediate, and it guarantees absolute consistency every single time. Honestly, this should create a deep sense of urgency for you to make the switch, because while you're sitting there typing out manual texts, the automated plumber is already collecting 5 stars while they're just driving to their next job.
We've all heard this phrase, right? I'll do it later. Listen, as a plumber, the exact second you pack up your tools and drive away from that job site, the customer's relief starts fading. Relying on a customer's memory after you've already left is, quite literally, the death of a 5-star review. They mean well, they really do, but life just gets in the way. If you aren't capturing them in that exact split-second moment of maximum satisfaction, that opportunity is gone forever.
Okay, Section 3, the 100% automated workflow. This is your silent marketing machine. And this brilliantly illustrates the exact tech stack that permanently solves the manual trap we just talked about. It is practically a cheat code, and it's just 3 simple steps. Step 1, the job is paid and marked complete in your accounting software, like Xero or QuickBooks. Step 2, a little background robot called Zapier instantly catches that payment trigger. Step 3, the customer automatically gets a polite, direct review link via text or email sent straight to their phone. The best part? The plumber doesn't do a single thing. The system does all the heavy lifting while the tools are still being put away in the back of the truck. Let's quickly summarize why this setup is such a real game changer. First off, the seamless integration with Xero and QuickBooks means you're just using the software you probably already rely on every day. Second, there's absolutely zero administrative burden on your technicians. None. They can just focus on, plumbing. Third, the timing is flawless. The request hits the customer precisely when they are most thrilled that their toilet is finally working again. And lastly, it is infinitely scalable. Whether you're knocking out 5 jobs a week or 50, the system operates flawlessly. It literally turns an administrative nightmare into a 100% automated asset. All right, let's head into Section 4, securing the #1 spot. This is the cheat code to growth.
So, we've talked about the theory, we've walked through the workflow. Now let's look at the undeniable numerical proof that this automated system succeeds spectacularly. Remember that badge from earlier, the #1 customer choice? Is a highly visible badge awarded by search algorithms to local profiles that just completely dominate their competitors in both review quantity and quality. It's the direct result of collecting those 837 automated reviews. That sheer volume is what builds an absolute insurmountable moat against your competitors. It flags to the algorithm and to literally every single person searching that you are the only logical choice. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the direct impact of that badge, plus 112%. By automating the review collection and securing that top spot, this system generated a massive 112% increase in overall profile views. That is more than double the eyeballs on your business, simply because the automated system pushed you to the very top of the local map pack. Absolutely incredible. But hey, we all know views don't pay the bills, right? Calls do. And that brings us to the ultimate metric, plus 137. That's 137 additional direct inbound phone calls driven entirely by your automated review dominance. Imagine that, 137 more people with plumbing emergencies dialing your number instead of your competitors, all because you let Xero, QuickBooks, and Zapier handle the review asks for you. So, as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a quick thought. While you're sitting here watching this, how many automated reviews do you think your competitor is already collecting? Look, the local search battlefield doesn't sleep. The manual trap is only going to hold you back. It's time to let the robots do the administrative work so you can get back to building a wildly successful plumbing business. Set up your workflow today and go secure that #1 spot for yourself. Thanks so much for joining me today, everyone, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.